friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to Wofquest, where we are nomadic, we are free, and we have our two new young ones who are now young hunters. Let's go ahead and take a look if we can. The lighting is really bad, but Soul is definitely blending in. Maybe if we stand on this side. A little bit better. So what's going on with your ears, buddy? Do you just have gigantic ears? My goodness. Well, here is Soul. Let's go ahead and, there we go. Get some nice interactions here. And then Soot. Soot is our little runty boy. So Soot, this whole time has, we're getting a chase game. So Soot has been the runt. He was only 3-something pounds when he was born, and he always had more experience than Soul did, and so he is kind of giving me a little bit of Cole vibes. We'll definitely have to get to know him a little bit more, but Cole was very much the same way, being a runt, always trying to do his best and not necessarily prove anybody wrong, but you know, he had a lot of extra things to make up for. So I'm very curious to see if we will see the same kind of thing with Soot, but either way, we have our wonderful boys now, and we are just doing our nomadic thing. Looks like Big Timber is still going strong. They haven't been taken out by grants yet, so we're gonna have to keep a close eye on that. Take a look at some of our known wolves here, and let's see, so we've got Balsam and Renew. For a second I thought Mink joined Big Timber and I was a little bit confused, but no, it's Mink and Banyan still with Glacier Lake, and we have two wolves that we don't have any history with, Shasta and Peak for grants. So very interesting. And looks like one of our rogue wolves has unfortunately passed away, so both of the rogues are now gone, which is a little bit sad because those were some pretty fun names. But yeah, we're just getting a lot of bonding happening. I can't help but think that this is our pack's favorite time of year with the winter, and you know, just how difficult it is for the elk. The wolves get to roam and wander. They don't have like really tiny little ones to worry about. So yeah, I think there is a lot of joy happening with this pack right now. So my goodness. And as far as young hunters go, we have not had taken these guys on a hunt yet. We stopped by a carcass and we got into an altercation, but we have not hunted. Now I am seeing some pronghorn over there, but I don't necessarily think we are going to be hunting some pronghorn. So I would love to really start training up these boys. Just got a random, oh no, I was going to say a random singular pronghorn, but I guess there's another boy. What was this track? Oh, that's the pronghorn. I think there is a elk herd that's actually pretty close. I thought I saw, well, the bulls I guess are pretty close. We don't necessarily want to go after them. Oh yeah, the quartz herd is 300 meters away. So let's see if we can't track them down. Yeah, 200 meters away. It's interesting. I mean, I guess it's because the tracks are maybe old, but I always just follow the brightest. That's the bull elks. I always follow the brightest tracks, but that's not necessarily advisable, because they could still be closer. The darkness and color just has to deal with how old the scent is. So now we're on the bulls, but The females were right in tow with them, so perfect. Let's see if we can find these elk and get some food and teach our young hunters how to hunt. We can hear the elk bugling at us, so here we go. Alright kids, Soul and Soot. We have an elk herd. This is, you know, ideal food for us. Oh my gosh, do you hear that spike? My goodness. Yeah, we're kind of intermixing with the bulls right here. The bulls are kind of standing their ground. So I imagine that Soul and Soot are probably going to do a lot of observing, which they typically do once they first start running around with us. And I think we can just go ahead and watch these guys for a little while, kind of show them that you want to chase them. Looks like Spark has picked out an elk. We'll see if that's a good choice or not. I don't necessarily want to go and bite it because I really think we have a good shot at somebody falling this time of year, so. Oop. Where? Oh no. No. I was like, I thought we were keeping up with these guys. Who fell? We don't want to tussle with that boy. Looks like Nisha is pulling out ahead and targeting a calf, which, you know, there can be benefits to targeting calves, but there are also risks involved as well. So we might give this calf a bite just to see how it's doing. Hopefully we didn't lose the rest of the herd. Oh, nope, I can see them now. Let's give this one a bite. It's pretty healthy. But Kindle is joining in, and I think, oh my gosh, I think one of the little ones did a bite there. I'll have to see. Good job, Kindle. Yep, Mom is going to try to protect her kid, but we did it, you guys. That was a really great hunt. Now that we have so many wolves, our pack can really take down an elk with a quickness. And these two are very happy to be eating at a carcass now. Good job, kids. Let's see how big they are. So they are just over 50 pounds. So they are definitely still pretty young. I think they're between 6 and 7 months old. 61 and 65. So maybe Soot was the one who was brave enough to take a bite. It's like, well, I'm going to take my food and eat it over here. And this is awesome. This should be plenty enough food for even Timber to be able to eat. He tends to kind of hold back and let the rest of the pack eat food. Eat the food first. And I have noticed that Timber just hasn't needed to eat quite as much in his older age. So that is pretty cool. Go ahead and howl. And we've got some new howls to try and pick out from everyone. So definitely try to isolate those when we can. They all mix together so much, so it can be kind of difficult. Yeah, seems like everyone is still snacking, so we'll go ahead and wait. And where did we end up in our territory? So we're pretty south, which is good. We can mark up some things. Well, oh, what are we growling at? Is it just a little fox? Oh goodness. Well, that is good for Soot and Soul to see as well. They can practice staying on top of their food and making sure nobody else gets it. Except for these ravens, I guess. Okay kids, well, let's go a little ways away from the carcass because I doubt we are going to be eating it right off the bat. We can check it in the morning though. Somebody might not have moved in on it. Man, look at how big our pack is now. And we still have a couple litters to go. Also, who is behind me right here? Soot. I swear Soot has something funky with his ears. I think Soot has really big ears, you guys. Goodness, or maybe that was Soul I was looking at earlier. I don't know. Maybe both of the boys have really big ears right now. Let's check up on the carcass. And there's already a bear. We're not gonna bother. It's not worth it. And continue to head south and just take our territories, spend time with our new ones. We have Soul right up front here, and I am just so excited for these guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a musical number there. Oh, who do we have? Calamity. Do we know Calamity? Doesn't sound familiar to me. I think we need to go and find this wolf. Is that our pack howling? No, I bet you that's the Calamity wolf. Or, no, that wouldn't have been Cole. Yeah, I feel like we've got some new dispersals on the wind. So let's see if we can track them down. Looks like they're gonna be male. Calamity. What do we name these Calamity wolves? Also, we're right by the Beaver, but I don't think they're going to be out this time of year. Calamity, destruction, chaos. Oh, nope, that's a bunny track. Oh my goodness, what happened to that lighting, huh? Where are you, Calamity Wolf? Close by. Oh, here we go. Going this way? Yeah. Well, you're in our territory, bud, just so you know. I think there might be two of them. One of them enjoys going up on the rocks, apparently. This is such a pretty area down here. I either see a dog or a wolf over that direction. Oh, here we go. 2025 and 1824. We've got Flint actually having a confident tail. Kind of chasing them off. Oh. Who are we being raided by? You boys might run a run. We've got big timber here yet again. Let's look for Fearful Wolf. Ponderosa is looking pretty fearful, and we're still gonna have to keep a close eye on our kids. Okay. Kind of looks like those wolves are still hanging around. Douglas fir and spruce. Get off a spark. You stay away from kindle. Oh, thank you, Cole. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and do a health check on our little ones. Oh, Soul and Soot are doing great. They're staying out of it. Okay, get off of spark. Got one of them off of spark. Spark's minor injury just healed. Stay off of kindle. And let's do a health check on everybody else because I didn't actually view them. Get off of my mate. And just kind of a whole lot of fighting here. I'm not seeing any patterns of who is targeting who and who's doing the most work here as far as big timber goes. Seems like these guys might want to run. Renew, you gotta run too. Good job, Flint. Okay, Renew apparently really wants to fight. Nisha chasing everyone out of here. You guys go on and get. Yeah, the whole pack are growling at everyone. Alright, well, that did quite a bit for strengthening up our territory, and our sleep meter is still looking great, so I think if we go ahead and head north, and get that taken care of. Also, I did, oh, hold on one second. Sorry about that. I did roll as well off camera today before getting started, and we still rolled another challenging, so we are staying right on that. And there's actually a beaver here, so you know what? Oh my gosh, we've got 4 wolves on the beaver. Wow, you guys. Well, I guess that kind of answers our question on if the beaver are around this time of year. Good job, Kindle. Perfect. Actually get a little beaver snack, and oh my god, Nisha! I was gonna say I'm so excited that Kindle gets to have some because it's her favorite, but Nisha just said no. My gosh, that is hilarious. But oh yeah, that is probably another thing. If Kindle decides to disperse, we were talking a little bit of what sort of challenges or lifestyles I could see for some of the wolves, if they do leave and start a pack of their own. And I think Kindle, it goes without saying, will definitely try to den somewhere where there's beaver, and maybe try to specialize in that a little bit. And I think Slough Creek would be a great place for Kindle if she did decide to go. She might have a lot of traveling in her future. Oh, no, we targeted the wrong one. Oh, that was an absolute fail. We'll go ahead and try it just because, but I'm sure we're not going to get this one. Oh, where did it go? Oh, cool, we got another beaver, you guys. Nisha, again? Again, Nisha. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Well, Dad's gonna at least take a bite out of this one. He'll leave the rest for everybody else. Okay, apparently her and Kindle are maybe having some disagreements over this beaver, or Nisha actually really likes beaver. I must say she probably doesn't really get the opportunity ever to have them because she never leaves the den on these adventures. We usually bring the beavers back, but the kids tend to jump on it before she gets an opportunity to eat. So my goodness, Beaver Mania today. We need to name those wolves as well. The Calamity Wolves. Alright, we went with Chaos and Panic. Because why not? Okay, I think, well, should we get this one? Nah. There's more pressing matters up north, so let's go ahead and do that. And oh, we should check on their experience. 69 and 65. I didn't get to see because it was just kind of a wolf pile on those beavers, but oh. Well, this feels like an opportunity that we shouldn't waste. We'll see if anybody falls and we'll get like a really weak one. And hopefully they'll continue to go north, which they're not really, but we might be able to. Oh, Soul! Are you thinking about going in? Ow, I just got rammed. Okay, Soul was thinking about it, but I think he heard Dad get hurt and he kind of pulled off. Nisha is also thinking about the same one, actually. We might want to see if it's worth anything. I think it was actually this one up here. No. I could have picked the wrong one though. They were kind of shuffled in the mix there. Let's go ahead and pull back. I think we just heard somebody fall down. This guy's pretty weak. Not the weakest you can find this time of year. Oh, and Soul is thinking about getting in on there. Oh wow, that went down really fast. Good job, everyone. And Soot is typically our more experienced one. And he still has a little bit more experience, but that is really cool. Yeah, I think these guys are pretty excited for life right now, and they are loving getting to learn how to hunt. And we're getting to see some really beautiful areas. Definitely getting some dogs trying to join in. But yeah, everybody besides Dad and... oh no, excuse me. Everybody besides Soul has finished eating. Man, what a gorgeous place. I love that. There's just something about this time of year that gets me so excited for this family. What? Cougar? Not sure where that cougar is at, but we can certainly hear the music for it. Okay, are we ready to move on? It looks like most of the kids are just kind of dropping in and out of that 90%. I love this area. I wish that this was like a den, or there was a den like really, really close by to here, because I think this area is so gorgeous. Also, who is invading? Probably Big Timber again. This is the hex that I was going to head to reinforce. And yeah, it definitely seems like the elk are in this little southern area. So I think depending on the season and how much they graze in a certain spot, they may shift throughout the season, and that's why we saw such a good season, because the elk spent, I think, like 2 seasons down in the southern area, and then they moved up into ours. And now that it's had a year of growth, they seem to be back down here again. Okay, we can't reinforce this hex, so it does look like they are in this area. So let's go ahead and deal with them again. I assume it's Big Timber, but it could be Grant's, since they're kind of sandwiched in between each other. Lots of really dark wolves. Nope, so it's Big Timber yet again. Should check everyone's health. So it looks like we do have a couple of wolves that are not completely healthy, but they're pretty darn close to it. Alder is always a pretty fearful wolf. He tends to always be a lot more afraid than everybody else. Good job, Spark. Do lots of nice growling. Nisha and Blaze are on the pack leader there. We've got both of our yearlings right here. Make sure to stay close to them. Oh, and I think Soot just saved his dad from getting bitten by Alder. That was really cool. Good job, Flint. And I think Blaze just saved his little brother. Soot and Soul staying with Kindle here, seeing how it's done. Thank you, Cole. Yeah, I think it's really cute. The boys are staying next to Kindle. Kindle spent a lot of time raising them, and so they're kind of following her lead. That is really cool to see. Yeah, look, Kindle and Soot right here with each other. Aw, they're gonna have such a close bond with Kindle. Let's go ahead and do a health check as well. Spark is actually kind of the lowest right now. But now that our pack is so big, these wolf altercations are not as scary as they used to be. I'm trying to catch some howls. They're all just so loud in my ears. Alright, well, this hex is looking good, and I think we can actually risk going up just one more hex to the north and reinforcing that before we go to sleep. Our sleep meter is still looking amazing, so no worries there. And that is precisely what we save it for. Oh, getting some more snow. And yeah, we may want to spend the winter in the Southern Territory, because that really seems to be where the elk are at. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of relaxing, a little bit of play, and that is probably be where we will wrap it up for the day. And yeah, I just want to spend some more time with these guys. I am absolutely loving how large our family is getting, and I know that there are a lot of personalities to kind of keep track of. And now that Flint is no longer the baby youngling of the of the pack. We actually get to focus on Soul and Soot now, which is so exciting. We'll of course keep an eye on Flint in the background here, but you know, every year I do like to try to focus a lot on the pups and, you know, really develop their story, really observe them a lot. You know, we've been talking a lot about Flint, and I definitely apologize with that. It can probably seem like we're leave the pronghorn alone. Like maybe that was a little bit overboard, but I really want to make sure that our wolves are definitely developed, and we are picking up on all the little things that they are showing us. And now that Flint is grown, he's going to be going into his 2-year-old year once we're done with young hunters with Soul and Soot. You know, he's going to be, you know, just like any of our other wolves, where we observe things as we happen, but we don't have a magnifying glass on him anymore. So let me know what you think about that, and if you are excited as I am for Soul and Soot and getting to know them. So yeah, I think that is where we will wrap it up. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you want to know when I post, and check out the playlist I have linked down below to follow along with the adventure, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!